Basketball, you betcha. I'm back. It's the Daily Trainer, and I'm ready to help you make your team, if that's the dream. So I'm going to give you basically some directives on what you got to do and what you have to be able to do to make that team. So we're going to start out with 5 spot layups. You've got to be able to make a layup from each and every spot on the floor. So if you drive baseline, you got to be able to make a regular layup, a reverse layup. You got to be able to turn your shoulders in square and finish with a left hand layup. Now, you're not going to see all those on film, but you need to know that's what you have to do. And you also have to be able to come from the wing, make the inside finish, make the outside hand finish, make the reverse with the right hand finish. From the top, you got to do the same thing, be able to make it left, be able to make it right, inside hand, and really there's floaters from that area too, but that's not a part of this drill. And then from the other wing, same concept, make it with your right hand, make it with your inside hand, and then make it on that left side. And then on the baseline, you're doing the same thing again. You're finishing with the left hand on the same side. You're squaring your shoulders, turning to make the contact, finishing with your right hand, and then you're also doing a reverse. So all of these are what you have to do or be able to do when you are trying to make a basketball team, make a layup. Highest percentage shot you want to take in playing in a tryout is to try to get to the rim and make a layup. So I'm just trying to help you out as you go through. Now, typically in any tryout, you will go through a warm-up, a set of drills, and then some type of conditioning. So in between each of these drills, I'm going to condition you. So we're going to start with a 17 right after these layups. Boom, you can go ahead and dribble the basketball, or you can do it without the basketball. But I need 17, and I need it in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So if you can do it in 1 minute 10, that's great. If you can't, then we got work to do. Then I'm going to have you go through layups again, and I'm going to have you go through our series of layups so you know the variety of layups you can use when driving to the basket. Now you got your regular layup, of course, that's when you're blowing right by people. You got your jump stop layup, which is going to allow you to be under control, have strength, and then you will be able to make plays out of it too. You can reverse pivot, you can step and pass, you can step through a defender and finish, all these different things, okay? Then you got the inside finish when you're beating your defender a little bit and you need to extend and you need to throw the timing off of the help defender coming. You want to hurry up and get that ball up and out of your hand. Then you have the reverse with the inside hand. That's if you get bumped on the baseline a little bit more and you tightrope it a little bit, and then you get that swing around and boom, now you have the layup. And then you also have the outside hand layup where you kind of go across the rim, where you kind of change direction and then you finish that layup. So you're going to do that 2 times, and then you're going to do that on the left side as well. And then that's kind of what we're going to do. And then we're going to run a liner to jump off the conditioning after that drill. So that will be a 35-second completion of time. And remember, you're going to go to the free throw line and back, half court and back, and then you're going to go to the other free throw line and back, and then the full court run and back. Okay, so these are the things that you're going to have to prepare yourself for, because these are the normal runs that most tryouts will have. It's something either running sideline to sideline or something touching a line or running up and down the lines, okay? So those are your typical conditioning drills that you'll have to prepare for. And then, they'll allow you to get some water. So go ahead, shoot some free throws too, just to show you are trying to continue to be better. And then go grab some water, okay? Knock down 5 free throws for them just so they know you can do things while you're tired, all right? Now, mainly, coaches will want to see if you can make a layup, and then obviously they will want to see if you can dribble. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to basically be with everyone, right? And you'll probably be on the baseline, or you'll be around in a circle of some kind, and they're going to put you through stationary dribbles. You'll get your efficient dribble with your right hand. So let's go low dribble, mid dribble, high dribble. You're only going to do it for 1 minute total, all 3, and then you're going to go with your left hand, low, mid, high, and that's only going to be for 1 minute altogether. Okay, so you're going to do those for 2 minutes, and then simple crossovers. Okay, We're gonna do through the legs, okay? Going back and forth through the leg. Then we're gonna do alternating through the legs, right? Then we're gonna go behind the back, and then we'll go crossover through the legs, okay? So we'll go through all those basic dribbling moves, which will be majority of the moves that you will do in a simple tryout, okay? And remember, there's some different levels. You got varsity, you got JV, and then you got freshmen. Now, depending on how big a school is, sometimes they got a freshman A team, freshman B team, sometimes they got a sophomore team. Just all depends on where you are in the country or where you are in the world. All right, so I know it varies for different things in different places, but to make it to the top level, you got to be able to do all these things at a good pace, a good ability when moving, and then also a good ability with you being able to make the plays while you're doing these things, right? So now we got to get on the move with all those moves. So we'll dribble up with our low, we'll dribble up with our mid and our high, both hands. We'll work the crossover, we'll work through the legs, we'll work alternating through the legs, going up the floor, and we'll also work behind the back, and then we'll work the crossover through the legs, okay? So now you're doing it while you're moving, okay? Then before we go to the conditioning drill, we'll go to the wall real quick. We'll work on that passing. So you'll probably have a partner in the tryout, but you'll work on the two-hand passing, work on the right-hand passing, left-hand passing, and just make sure you're catching it with your hands out. Don't let your hands come in to your chest, and try to catch it with your body. Okay, that's the most important thing too, to have the ability to be able to dribble, pass, and then also catching is a skill. People don't really think that's that important, but catching the basketball is very vital to having success when catching it properly to shoot, and also catching it to then make the layup, or catching it to make the next play, which would be a pass to somebody else. So please don't overlook just catching the ball as a skill that's pretty much given to you. It's got to be worked on as well. All right. And then we're going to get to conditioning again. Today's conditioning on this particular one is going to be our defensive slide from the baseline. So you're going to defensive slide, touch the block, defensive slide again, hash mark, slide, hash mark, boom, turn, and sprint. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times. You're going to face the other way. You're going to do that 3 times, and then that'll be your conditioning for that drill. And then we're looking into, again, dribbling, right, under control. So we're going to work on our full court dribble, okay, and see how much control we have, and see if we can go full speed and make a layup. See, again, this is what they're going to do with you in the tryouts. And then they'll see how tired you get, see if you can make layups while you're tired. This might be a drill where you are timed, right? How many layups can you make, or how fast can you get up the court? So if you want to time yourself doing those things, that's something that you can do. And just, again, do your best and try to focus on the make, even though you're going full speed, all right? And then, since that was already kind of a running drill, go to the free throw line, make 5 free throws while you're tired, and go ahead and grab that drink of water. And then I'll give you kind of the last part of what a tryout will look like, just to kind of give you an overview of what skills they're looking for. And now, shooting, right? They always want to see if you can shoot. So around the world is a good one for you to kind of practice every area on the floor as far as the angle of the rim. So you'll have the baseline shot kind of in between. You'll have the kind of the elbow shot. You'll have right in the middle. You'll have the elbow shot again. So you'll have all these shots that you kind of see, and it's all familiar, okay? But now everybody shoots the 3, so they don't want to see the mid-range as much. So again, can you shoot it on the catch and shoot? Can you shoot it on the move? And can you shoot it, right, and make it just standing still, catching and shooting? So we'll go around the world for the 3 after, then we'll dribble up and shoot it too. Okay, so that'll be the last of what we're going to do in regards to just working the skills for the necessary tryout. Now, another drill that you can do, and we'll put it up, is going to those 4 spots where you shoot from the baseline, the elbow, and then the baseline. We'll work those too, right? I don't care what amount you want to make, because I want you to feel comfortable with how good your shot is by shooting what your goal is. So set a goal for yourself on what you want to make on the 3-pointers around the world and then the 4 spot, okay? And then what I'm going to take you through is that conditioning drill for dribbling one more time. And they probably won't do this drill, but it will work on your handle. And this is where you're going to work your retreat dribble, which is going to be very vital depending on who you're playing against. Older players, taller players, you're always going to need your retreat dribble. So we're going to work that dribble where you're going to go hard, retreat, make a counter move, boom, come back to the middle, boom, counter, go back, boom, 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 come back, boom, go to the middle again. And again, it's going to get you tired. You're going to do this 2 times. You're going to do this 5 times twice, okay? So after you do it 5 times, you're going to shoot 2 free throws to get your rest, and then you're going to come back and do it again, and then that'll be it, all right? Basketball U, again, it's about that time, and we got to get to these tryouts and we got to make these teams. We've been working for the whole year. Why wouldn't we make these teams? Why? Tell me, please, somebody. I need to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it because we are going to make these teams. We are going to continue to work. And even if we don't make the tryouts or we don't make the varsity team or the top team, guess what we're going to keep doing? We're going to come right back the next day and we're going to keep working on our game because consistency is key and that's where you're going to see success. So, with saying that, always remember this. Someone's always working. Are you?